Hi, back again. We start again. So, what will we do today? I don't know it exactly, but we look what we get. Here, we can take that Shift D, rotate X 90 degrees, and plug it on the back side. A little bit deeper. That's okay. That's the box, but here we have the little markers there. So Shift D again, and scale X, and scale Z. So we place them in the edges. It's too long, so scale Y. Okay. Maybe a little bit bigger, so we scale it all in all. Front view, numpad 1. That should be a little bit higher. Here, yeah, we'll let it like it is. 15, normally we should take there a better material view, other material, but okay. I don't want to make all new, all seconds. Good. They're all too long. Why that? I make them short, no? Good. Okay. So we take here with background selection, C circle selection, and bring them down. And that with all this stuff. Okay. So this one box is done. You see we have other ones without these holders inside. And here's another one. So that means I take here that, and that. Shift D. Join that together. Object join. And scale it in the Z axis. And rotate Y 90 degrees. And so I have that box also. I scale it in the Y. So make it a little bit smaller. That is this one. That is okay for there. And we have here this other one, so we can take simply that one, Shift D, scale them up, rotate Z 180 degrees. So we have that one too. Good. This box we join together as one. Object join. Hope there's all in. No, we've got one I've ever forgot, yeah. That's normally good. Now I have it. Good. So we place it there. This one there. This one there. And you see the artist ever takes the same object and duplicate them as often as they can to make the scene interesting that two books are these two books. So they make it every time, and yeah, okay. So we make that also. The black one and the red one. Shift D, make a copy. Take here with L. You can select objects. And we delete what we don't need, so only that stays what we need. We rotate Z we bring it in that direction, then rotate Y to bring it in that direction, and then grab and plug it into. For sure we need to go there and make it smaller. So one is there. Maybe we can make it a little bit bigger, but not too big. That is important. Road is too long for that thing, so we scale them on the Y. That makes there no problem. And what's happened there? Okay, we take the back and bring them higher up. Don't know why that is so, but okay. So we have the one book, we need to plug book 2, so Shift D, go here and delete all the other ones. X delete, so only that left, and bring them there. So first is rotate Z, then rotate Y, then scale in the whole size, grabbing, positioning, bring to fit in, scale Y, and done. So then we can join that all together, and this bookshelf is done. File, save. Good. So this clock, add mesh cube, front view, numpad 1, scale down, scale X, done, bring it in front, scale Y, scale Y again, yes. Now we need this outcoming here, so take here face selection, disable background selection, and extrude scale down. So we have that, and that we bring in front. So we have that. Good. We need here 2 materials. One is new material, call it clockwood, and we need another one, we call it timer. So timer should only be there, so we assign that there. Good. Clockwood is simply a wood texture. It is a very dark old looking wood. This face I will intrude, so extrude and bring it inwards. Good. As I said before, clock wood should be a dark wood. So if I save, I look in my texture folder, dark wood, and we should take a seamless texture that's better. So we have that, or that, and I think that is be the easiest one. So copy that and bring it to our texture folder. There we have it, so we can use them on our clock there. So we go to, first we mark here scene, so that is there. in the unwrap as a single face, and we can easily texture them. So the rest we maxing 2. Then we have to object mode, object, apply, rotation, scale, and then hit U unwrap. Now the shading, clockwood, add image, add texture, image texture, color to color, open up, go to the materials, where's the dark one? There, so we see it there. And it should have a little 3D effect. So add converter math node, it should be not so strong, so we multiply that and give them a low value of 0.03 or such. Then we plug in the same in the roughness, so it close not everywhere, only there where it should, but it is too glossy. You see there that is wood, and wood isn't that glossy, so we take their color ramp, that is converter color ramp, plug it between. And I think that is the wrong direction, so we change here the color to black, and here the color to white. Then it is the outer parts that glow and not the whole part there. And you see that works, and that's fine. So we need the clock inside, and you can model that all now. That is much work. You must type in the numbers and place them and all the stuff that you can make when you only model on a clock. Then you can make it all by yourself, but here in the scene we take the simply texture of a timer clock. So timer material, add texture, image texture, base color, open up, textures. Here I searched one that is them, and there we need nothing, the displacement not, and the other not, so it's okay. Here to fit that directly you can mark them and or select them and hit U, project from view bounds, then he uses the complete image that we have. And so the clock is done. Good. Go back to modeling and bring that out of the place there. Good. File, save. The clock is done. Maybe we should later give them a little bit more contrast or such, a little bit lightened, but we will see. Okay. Good. Next ones. Make fast some of this vase. I don't know it in English. So I take your cylinder. All 24 is okay. Scale down. Bring it to that size. It starts with that size and over at the end it is bigger, so we scale them up. Then we make a loop in the middle, Control R, and scale them up. Then Control B, we bevel that whole thing, and then we have that vase there for the flowers. And we take the face selection X and only faces, then it's open up. Then we hit shade smooth to get them better look. If you want, you can give them a subdivision surface or such, then that looks much rounder. I don't do that. I take here solidify to get here a thickness of the wall, and you see there you can handle the thickness there. Good. I applied it directly, so I haven't any problems with that. Now that have a thickness, you see that there. Here we give them a little bevel on the top line, that it looks a little bit more round and gives some effect. Maybe we will see. Trophy. Good. Should be some like porcelain. We call that in Germany. I don't know how you call that. Scale set. Good. Yeah. So we need a material, new, and call it porcelain. That is, yeah, porcelain. It's something from the earth. When you burn it, yeah, you can make that. So there I take a simple setting. I take simply color and make that real rough. And that is it. Good, we have one. We need other ones that have a little other style. So I take them by the way. File, save. Here we have a class. So we can here add mesh cylinder 2. 24 is okay. So we start there. Or 24 is too much. Oh, we will see. We take the down part, scale that down. Good. Go by the side. We want to have here a little variation, so Control R to make a loop in and separate that. Yeah, that was not the best idea to have so much of that. We must go back. That is too much. So we start again. I think here are 1, 2, 3, 4. Double is 8. 8 we need. Plus the middle parts are 16. But with 8 that will look better. I don't know. We try some. 8 and double is 16. But then are small ones. Okay, we take 8. That is very less. Then we need modifiers to do the rest, so scale that down. Then we take here for shading some at the top, one at the bottom, one at the place where it should change. Then we bring that in the middle, take the base selection and open that up, X, delete on the faces. Then that faces and say that should be individual origins. So each face has its own one, and extrude scale them. And it not happens what I thought. Okay, so then we go back and let that like it is. Then we make it manually. Extrude scale. Scale X. And the same we make with all. Extrude scale. Scale X. Normally that works. That you can make that with all at the same time and such. But okay. We are not in a Wish concert. We do what we have to. That is better from view now. Extrude scale, so he makes the axis to your view. So you have no global axis or local axis or such. You simply have only that. That makes it much easier to control that. Extrude scale, scale X, then move it to the next one. I disable background selection. Okay, I need background selection, so extrude scale, scale X, next one. Yeah, you must be careful there, there's a view, I don't love it. Extrude scale, scale X. That is when you long work with a program you can do such. For beginners it's a horror, because oh, I don't see anything, what is that? Yes, it is a problem. So front view. So we have now the faces there, and we wow, they're all horror. Okay, so we rotate that, bring that a little bit more in, and that we make with each one. Bring it in, that one. Oh, I hate this view shit, really. It's annoying. Normally that must work here with the individual origins, then you don't have this whole shit. But what should I say? Sometimes all fucks up and nothing makes sense. So, but that is it when you don't find the way directly in Blender, then go other ways. There are 1,000 ways to do such, and yeah, get the way you can handle, and then it works. Not such best way, that he is never the best way to do that, but it is a way that have a function. So we have that left. It looks very shitty, and we go here to the modifier and take here a subdivision surface. Level 2, we get here an object shade smooth. Then we need to sharpen up that, so we make here a loop in that sharps that at the end. See there, and we need a little sharp up here at the top, so control. We want to make it here smaller. Yes, that's the point. Good. So we go to the wire. Whoa, holy shit. We take the edges at the top of each face there. And then we scale them simply. Oh, I hate this view. I hate this view. How often should I say it? Often. Okay. So they must be scaled so that is smaller at the top, and then you get this round looking effect there. There you see the light, but you can take another to make that sharper, and you see how that works. It comes here together. Good. Not the best one, but it is okay for this shit. So scale Y, and then so you can figure it out and move it a little along. You will get that for sure. So don't be too hard with that. I apply that and take their solidify to give them a thickness there. Apply. Then we need a material, so we go to material, new. Here we give them the golden material, so we click on the color pipette and take the pipette, so we have that color. Should be a little bit glossy more. So we got that one. That's okay. We see here some gloss at the edges and such, and that is okay. Here we can bevel to get a little bit more effect. So that's done. Good, we have done that thing too. You can figure it out completely, you know what I mean? I don't must show you everything. That is the basic, and I have not the time to do that, but you have the time to do it. So we need here this vase, so we can add mesh a UV sphere. 32 is it needed? I don't know it, but we'll have it. Scale. So here we can now edit mode with background selection. Numpad 1 front view, Alt A deselect all, word selection, B box selection, delete the whole top part, and maybe the last part of the down section. Yeah, I think that can work. Then we extrude that simply, and we have with a little scale then our other pot for some flowers. So object, shade smooth, and give them the solidify. Good. Apply. That's good, but we have to bevel the edges for this little light. But that sometimes makes it for the eye easier. Here you see the shading arrows, so we have to close that and bring the loop at the down end then. it disappears. See it. Good. Brown. Okay, so we give them new material, call it vase 2. Get here pipette, take here this brownish stuff there, and give them high roughness, such like that, and it's okay. So we have done that too. So file, save. What we have else? Okay, here is a class one, but it's the same. It's not a problem. So we start here with add a circle. We take here, yeah, we take 32. Okay, we scale down. Then we extrude. Till that point. Then Control R, make here a middle loop. Bring that a little up. Scale that. Control B, move. And then you have that one. Take the top loop. Extrude, bring them up 2. Scale that down. Get your second loop. Scale in. And Control B, bevel that a little. Good. So we need now here the big part. So for that we can take here Shift D, take them out, Control P to separate that. Oh, how does this separation work here? P, only press P. Separate selection. Now that is an own mesh, and that is an own mesh. And I want to make that to there, to curve. So I must convert that. Convert to mesh from curve, curve from mesh, curve from mesh, correctly. Now I have here the curve settings, and I can say here the thickness, where's the thickness, this is smooth, texture geometry, offset extrude. But that is no 3D. The depth, yeah, come near. Yep. So you see you can build a torus there, such like that. Must only look how strong that should be. I think that is enough. Good. As we have it, we can convert it back. Control C. No. Shortcuts are others, so we have to go here, object, convert, curve from a mesh, mesh from curve. Yeah, so now it is a mesh, and that's good for us. So object, shade smooth, then this one, we need here a thickness, so we get add the solidify and give them thickness and apply that. Get here shade smooth on and bevel the edges we don't need because this ring comes over that. So that one, grabbing, scaling. What's happened here? Your region is not there. This menus here, it's all not my stuff. Don't like it, I don't want that. It's horrible. Good, fuck this stuff. Make it as we can. So top view, scale down, bring it up. Nearly, but not really. We go here back to global axis. Okay. A little bit more, you see it. And a little bit to the side. Scale them up. And a little bit tricky in a moment, but it's okay. So we have both. We join them together as one, and that should be a class one with a candle in. So we go to our shading, give them new material, new, call it glass. I don't take the principal shader for that, much do that. I take here shader, class shader. But you see that is not that what we want. So we have to object, apply the rotation scale first. Then we have to bring there in light parse. So add input light parse. Light parse filters effects out that you don't want. So, and we need here a transparent shader. So shader, transparent shader. We need a mix shader, so we add shader, mix shader, and we say now we have a class shader, we have a transparent shader, and we want that the shadow of this class itself should not focus it. That should be transparent. So the shadow ray should be gone. So that makes it more lightened and have more effect. Then we need another one to get the reflections out of it. So Shift D, take the transparent shader, and say here the reflection ray should be cancelled also. That makes it easier. Good. Oh, we have no paddle. I don't see that before. Shit. Yeah, that's not so good. Because the whole object needs then other parts. Okay. Make Control R here, another one in. Make it smaller. Control B. Move that out. Good. Go back to modeling first. I must see before I change this some. You ask why you see there some green stuff on there. That is simply because we have a world and there is a background that gets reflected there. when it's not there, then other one reflects there or not. Good. But we have that, and when you see it in the real preview, you see there is not this reflection. That's only a view, but not the reality. So, okay. We have done that also. For this light that I tell you, the world outside the room should have his own light, and we create the light inside. So we take here user nodes, take here background, and the color we take here an environment texture, that means the world around, and open that up. I have a folder for that from Hardy RI Haven for that. There you can download down for free. And I take there simply that one. So that makes the light directly completely other, and that's good. Good. File. Save. We have a sunlight here or such. We click the light. Then we have here the light. There's point light in the moment. We make it to sunlight. The sun should ever go straight down. So we rotate that to straight down. Yeah, a little leaning is okay. So the string, I must look how that works there. That is much overdone, you see that? So normally it's 7 in the old version. Don't know how it works here. It looks good, I think. So 7, we'll add that. It should throw arrows, shadows. So that is okay. Yeah, the light is okay from that. So we'll add that in a moment. Good, numpad 1. We have other light sources later that bring the color of the room to another value then. Okay, and now you see the other world texture here that we had, that now reflects in that thing. But later for sure not, because it is in a room and only the room reflects in the class. So I think that was it for today, and we see us then in the next tutorial part. Thanks a lot for watching, and we'll see us in the next tutorial.